Alright, what's going on, my Destiny dudes? Today I'm going to talk to you guys about the new Hunter Strand aspect. It is a decoy after a dodge. Now, I've taken this into competitive playlist, I've taken it to quick play, as well as the quick play competitive playlist. You guys know what I'm talking about if you play PvP at all. It's incredibly good in PvE, but I'm always curious to see how I can get these things to work in my favor with PvP, so I have some suggestions for you. And this video is going to prove some of those ideas that I've had to you so that you can have an understanding of maybe how you can use it in PvP. I haven't seen a lot of it. I think people are kind of scared to test out new things. I have no problem tanking my KD. Now check this out real quick. The guy behind me was able to hit me, but the problem was he had to run through my decoy first. It passes and does this thing with threadlings, as well as causes explosion as he gets near it. So he ended up being weak, plus it acts kind of like a shield. He has to shoot through the decoy in order to shoot me. So it acts like a mini barrier between me and him. On top of that, it explodes doing damage, and then the threadlings also do damage as they hit him. That left him with a one tap, to which I was able to get the reversal on him. Same with this guy. Moving forward to the left, he was weak. That explosion helped do damage to take him out. So, let's talk about this a little bit. And let's see if you guys can do something with this more so than me. I have ideas, but this is my initial draft for how I'm utilizing this. Grapple, you could also use the threadling grenade. That's why I was using this in PvE. I haven't quite practiced enough with it in PvP for me to give you guys an official recommendation on that yet. But I do think there's potential there, because all the different threadlings coming at you is pretty cool. Every bit of the fragments, try to gear them towards thread. Anything that says thread in the title or in the description. Threadling. That's what you're going after. The other thing that you want to do is try to find yourself a weapon that is Strand. And this one I was using moving target and hatchling, and it was pretty effective because a lot of the times when you get a headshot kill, you do get a threadling to come out because it's a perk of the weapon, but you also have a fragment that gives you the threadlings with a Strand weapon. It'll proc 2 of these little threadlings instead of just 1. So what you end up with is a bunch of little, tracking devices going all around the map, and you'll end up getting a bunch of follow-up kills by accident because they're just constantly searching and destroying for everything that's around. So you've got your grenade to give you these threadlings, you've got your weapon that can give you these hatchlings, these threadlings, and you've got your decoy ability to also give you these threadlings. So in combination of all this, it can be used very effectively. Case in point, in the competitive arena, I was able to use my decoy to basically wall up a zone. 2 things happen. One, they have to shoot through the decoy, and a lot of people after they're done shooting something will reload. Guess what that means? Now you get to fight them, right, as they're reloading, which I found that to be, it's taking advantage of somebody's bad habits, basically. So I thought that was kind of interesting. The other thing is it does act as a distraction, and you're going to see that in some of the gameplay footage here as well. People will start to fire at this thing because it is just sitting there. They don't want to go anywhere near it. So they'll start to fire at it, wasting their ammo, and again, a lot of the times, they will just not give you attention, or they'll just forget that you're there. So what I found to be really effective with this is to come back to the area. I was able to get that to happen quite often. The other strategy that I had with this was to use it around corners and bait shotgunners into it. So I'll literally put it there around the corner, where hopefully they can't see it. It took me a little bit of an adjustment period to figure out what the corner should look like or how you should do that. But once you figure out the adjustment of where it can be placed around the corner, it acts as radar bait. So they actually see it on their radar. And then shotgunners, especially aggressive guys in competitive and in comp, they tend to move forward really quickly with shotguns out and with sliding. And it doesn't matter if they have the slide shield or anything like that. It doesn't push anything backwards. What ends up happening with it is that these guys end up getting punked by you because you left a decoy around the corner that they eventually ran into. I was doing 1 to 2 of these every now and then when I got my dodge back. And you'll see on screen, a lot of the times what happens is people will accidentally run into this thing and they'll die off or something like that when I'm already way across the map somewhere and I'm getting kill credit because I was able to help. So it's really effective if you can use it to your advantage. Close quarter combat does seem to be the way to use this thing, by the way. So any SMGs that you might know of that have Strand as the main thing? Oh, Immortal, perhaps. So run around with Immortal, use it with hatchlings if you got that. Target lock, of course, is always going to be an A+. And yeah, just see if you guys can have the same kind of fun with it and the same kind of build aspect with it that I can. It was really fun to work with, using this thing in such a way that was tricking people, for one, but also blocking an area for another. It is a decoy, but they do have to deal with it. It's not like bombardiers, where the bomb goes off and then it's done, hopefully it hits them. It's not like that. This stays in the area. And when people hit it, threadlings come out and it chased them. So you're going to do some type of damage in some type of way. It's interesting, and it's worth your time to try. Anyway, if you guys have any questions or if you have your own build with this new aspect, put that in the comment section down below. Have you found any success with this? I'm really curious to know what you guys have been testing out with this new thing. I know in PvE it's pretty good because it causes aggro and other things shoot at it and then threadlings and all that. But in PvP I have a lot of... It's fun for me to try to trick everybody. I'm just saying that's a nice element for me. It's why I was so attracted to the Hunter class with radar bait in the first place, because you get to manipulate how people are playing the game, and I find that to be really fun. Okay, my dudes, that's it. Rest of the gameplay video is here for you to see. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that, leave them in the comment section down below. I will see you guys in the next one. Remember to keep it zen out there. Next video is going to be the PvP tip video that I have for you guys. It's number 3 to get you that emblem. Alright dudes, keep it zen out there. Love you guys. I'll see you in the next one.